Back now with Day to Day. Chances are, even if you haven't heard of Sia Furler, you've heard her music. This song, Breathe Me, helped launch the Australian-born singer's career in the U.S. after it appeared in the final episode of HBO's 6 Feet Under. Sia has also sung with the band 07, and you may have heard her new album when you ordered your morning latte. The CD, Some People Have Real Problems, is out on the Starbucks label Hear Music. Sia kicks off a U.S. tour tonight in San Diego. Earlier, she dropped by our studios here at NPR West, and to my surprise, Sia told me she had heard her own album for the first time only a few days ago.
Well, actually, I was having a hard day, and so maybe this makes me an egomaniac, but I went on my own MySpace page to look at compliments that people had written.
Did it put you in a better mood? I was thinking,
that'll buck me up. And then while I was looking at them, it's got these samples of songs. It's got a couple of whole songs, and Little Black Sandals started. And I was sort of lying there, and I didn't, read the comments. I just sort of... It was the first time I've ever detached from something that, was mine, and I pretended someone else was singing it to me. And I felt comforting. Isn't that really weird? Little black sandals are walking me away. These little black sandals saved my life today. So now I'm free, free from the big bad giant who was stalking me.
One of the tracks on the album is called Death by Chocolate.
Yes.
And maybe we could just take a little listen to that.
Death by chocolate is a myth. Yeah, this I know because I did. Oh,
This track,
I've been around.
it seems to address the problem of heartache. What was your goal with this song?
I had a friend, I can't even remember who the friend was now because obviously it happens to all my friends and such frequency, that was feeling really crummy because they'd just been dumped. And I just wanted to write a song that had hope. Death by anger, this is true. Oh, just let him go. He can't hurt you. But I'm not so conscious about stuff like that. Like in that case, Death by Chocolate is a myth just came out, and then the whole song just goes bleh, in 5 minutes. Not really consciously. It just comes out, and then you know what it's about. Tears on your pillow will do you will learn.
Your voice is capable of doing all these different things, and there's parts of this album where there's these incredible trills and you're all over the place, and then there's points where it's very steady and focused. How do you decide when to kind of go all out and hit all these notes, and then you decide to bring it in a little bit?
I think that it's I think you feel it. So it might be you have been loved by someone good, yeah. So you're pushing it, and then you go and listen to it, and you're like, ooh, it's too much. So instead you just go, you have been loved by someone good. It's better, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There was a review of this album that I read, and it was the New York Times review, and the piece finishes with this line: Sia is still just learning to sound like herself.
It's true. I learned how to sing there was a Doors song that I was obsessed by. I think it's Light My Fire, and it had this bit in it that goes...
And that's not a vocal part of the song.
No, but I was obsessed with just that bit of the song. So I had a cassette player, and I recorded that bit 60 times. Then I would lie down, I'd be reading my book or whatever, and I'd be play, and it would go and it would just
Your
do
parents
that.
must have loved you.
Oh, must have been a really rad time for them. So, and then I did the same thing with this Chrissy Hynde song, Don't Get Me Wrong. And I still can't really do it. It's hard to do it that fast. She's amazing.
But that's her voice.
Yeah.
So how do you find your voice if you feel like you still haven't?
Then next I would like sing along to like Sting songs, Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, and my dad was playing a lot of Shangri-Las. After a while, I guess when you write something original, you can't really revert back to any one of those voices to try and emulate. I guess like subconsciously it's an amalgamation of all of those voices that I used to mimic.
But what about you now? How do you find Sia's voice? You know, here's this guy and he's writing, Sia's learning to sound like herself.
Well, I haven't got a clue. I have no objectivity about it. None. Like when I'm singing live, I can't hear myself. I'm just listening to the rest of the band. To listen to my voice, it doesn't even feel like it's me.
Is that hard to do? So, you know, you're about to go on this big tour. Is it hard for you to perform live if you don't have that sense of what you're actually sounding like?
No, because I don't think it's really about how it sounds. It's about the community that you create, and it's about like an exchange in energy between you and the crowd. And like for me, if I've had a bad show, it's not because I hit a bum note. It's because I told bad jokes and didn't connect with them. I don't go to shows because I just want to listen to the music done live. I want to get to know the person who's performing it, or I want to like take away a sense that I had an experience that nobody else is going to have again, or a unique experience for that moment.
Some People Have Real Problems is the new album by Sia. Sia Furler, thank you so much.
Thank you.
To hear some more songs off Sia's new album, go to our music website. That's npr.org/music. Day to Day is a production of NPR News with contributions from Slate.com. I'm Alex Cohen.
And I'm Madeline Brand.
No, I'm not your mom.